So I've been doing YouTube for 7 months now, since February 2021, and I have not missed a single upload. So recently I've taken a break off YouTube because I was feeling a tad uninspired. However, this break did not translate into loss of consistency or actually affecting my YouTube video schedule, and you guys haven't even noticed it. So how did I do this? So hello and welcome to this video where I talk about how to stay consistent on YouTube. I've seen a couple of YouTubers which I watch proclaiming that they've done a big mistake on YouTube, and that is not to stay consistent, and they've taken a few weeks to a month off.
I made a huge mistake. I made a mistake and ended up tanking the views on my channel.
I committed a YouTube crime and I want to talk about it in this video.
The links of those two videos are in the description below. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can stay consistent on YouTube. So before you want to stay consistent on YouTube, it's important in understanding why you should stay consistent. And there's always this balance between consistency and quality. But let me tell you this, quality is a byproduct of being consistent. This means the more you do something, the more you practice a habit, the better it becomes, the more automatic it becomes, the easier it becomes, and if you have a YouTube audience, they will see the improvement. So instead of focusing on the quality, you should be focusing on improving the amount of content that you're producing. Because the more content you produce, the better you'll get over time, the better your editing skills, the better your talking to the camera will be, and your audience will just feel that. The other reason why it's very important that you stay consistent on YouTube is that a channel, any sort of channel, needs regular content. So before the internet, if you had something like a satellite box and you were paying for a channel, however it was only broadcasting once every 2 weeks or even once every month, you'd definitely unsubscribe because you are subscribed or you are paying to that channel in the anticipation of getting regular content. And as a YouTube channel, you have to produce regular content. So producing content regularly as a channel is so important and literally makes up the word. The other reason which I touched upon is building a habit. Consistency builds habit. We are animals and creatures of habit. The more we perform something, the more automatic it becomes. And of course, the more we become consistent on YouTube and the more we publish, the more it becomes a habit, the more automatic it becomes, and the better we are at it. The other reason why you should stay consistent is a feedback loop. So the more videos you produce, the more feedback you'll get from your audience, the more comments you'll receive. And also once you're editing, you're getting more feedback cues from yourself. For example, when you first start out, you might stutter a lot. You might forget your sentences, you might say a lot. However, as you do more and more, you get the feedback in saying that, oh, maybe this is where I say maybe I can fill it in with a filler sentence, maybe I can change the lighting, maybe I can improve something. So this improvement and feedback loop adds up again and again, and small changes make incredibly large amount of big results in the snowballing effect in the end, which is exponential growth. And the other reason why it's so important to stay consistent on YouTube is engagement. It's a platform where it is a social media channel and there's engagement between the audience and yourself. And remember, these videos are for your audience. If you forget that, then your channel will never ever be truly big, because at the end of the day, the content is made for your audience and not for yourself. I know sometimes vlogs and stuff and personal diaries are important for yourself, but at the end of the day, if no one's watching, it won't be a successful YouTube channel. So now that we know why it's important to be consistent on YouTube, let's go about and know the steps we should take and the things we should do to stay consistent on YouTube. So I've been doing YouTube for 7 months now, since February 2021, and I have not missed a single upload. I do bi-weekly videos, so that's videos twice a week, and I have not missed a single upload. And it's not because I'm a superhuman, super motivated or anything like that. I have dedicated myself to producing content on the channel, and this is how I do it. And my first advice, and the most important, is produce content that you as a content creator can regularly keep up. So for me, I thought if I start doing vlogs, I won't be able to keep that up twice a week. If I start doing travel videos or like technology videos, I can't consistently keep that up twice a week. Do you understand? As in, if I were to be doing vlogs, I'll be at the mercy of other people, I'll be at the mercy of the weather, I'll be at the mercy of all these external events that I can't control. So for me, I had a camera, I have a living room, and I have some sort of lighting, so I can do videos in front of the camera where I research some topics and give you guys information and advice on many different subjects. This is something that I can consistently keep up almost forever. If I were to do vlogs or videos on technology, which I initially wanted to, I won't have enough supply of vlogging material, I would not have enough supply of technology to keep up bi-weekly videos. By far the most important point is to do videos or to have a schedule of videos that you can regularly keep up. That doesn't mean I can't do vlogs. I can do vlogs in between those episodes. I can do technology videos in between those episodes, and I can do any sort of content that I want. But at the end of the day, it is a channel and you need to have content that you can keep producing over and over again. Otherwise, it will lead to burnout. It will lead to you not being motivated. Do not leave too many things outside your control. The second tip that you guys must do in order to be consistent on a bi-weekly or tri-weekly or even a weekly schedule is to batch record videos. So like I'm gonna do now, I record 2 videos on a Tuesday, and sometimes when I'm feeling extra motivated, I might even film a 3rd video or a 4th video, and that literally just comes from sitting in front of the camera and batch recording videos and then editing them and scheduling them. So without scheduling, it's going to be very difficult, which means every single time your upload comes up, so if your upload's on Mondays and Wednesdays, you're going to have to film a video on Monday, edit it, do everything, and then post. But if you batch record and schedule, you can record all of them on one day and edit them and then put them up as scheduled videos throughout the week or the month, and you know what, you can relax afterwards. That brings me on to the other tip, is do not wait for motivation, because motivation, like many other YouTubers have said time and time again in other ways, motivation is not something that is recurring. It won't always be there. Sometimes you just have to do, and then the motivation will come. So it's taking the first step. If you have a nice setup, if you have all your camera equipment and your audio equipment set up already, it reduces the friction for you to go in and start recording videos. So for me, for example, I record in my living room. However, all I have to do is just bring in my microphone and my camera and switch the lights on, and that's it. I record in front of the camera. There's not much friction to it, and that makes me do it every single Tuesday to film at least 2 videos. Reducing friction is very important. So if you have a massive camera setup that you have to lug around, you have to open it, you have to get it from the wardrobe, or like you have to go all the way downstairs to the basement and get it, and then you have to bring your audio equipment, you're just not going to do it, because the initial energy input into the habit is just too long, and it's going to prevent you from actually filming those videos bi-weekly or weekly. It's just that initial motivation thing that you think you need, but actually you don't. You have to actually start that initial bit, and it's easy. Like I said, sometimes I film 2 videos and then a 3rd video comes up, and that's not because of its motivation, that's because I'm in the momentum already. You have to start getting into the momentum, and then the momentum will carry you. Sometimes you film a video and then you think of another video idea in your head straight away, and then you film it. It's just, you just have to get the ball rolling. Another tip that I can give you to stay more consistent on YouTube is to film more raw video. So even if you don't have a script, just sit in front of the camera and just start saying anything. Just keep recording, and at the end of the day, you can edit all that out and you might have a great video. This is not a tip that I do quite often, but if you are a person who does lots of vlogs and lots of lifestyle videos, then just keep taking videos of your day throughout the day, and sometimes the content that you capture can be amazingly great and you can put these into videos. So instead of sitting in front of the camera with intention, just film everything that goes on, and you know what, some of these things will be great and you can end up in your video. Another way in which you can stay consistent on YouTube, and that's really helped me, is actually buying a single-use camera. So instead of filming with your camera phone, which is very difficult actually, buy a camera with a massive lens. It just helps because the lens is so big. All you have to do is just look into the lens, and you know what, content just flows out of you. Actually, when I started my YouTube channel, my big camera actually died. Then I had to record with my camera phone, and it's so hard to actually look into the lens of camera phone because it's so small. And also, if you're using the front camera, you'll just end up looking at yourself on the screen. So buying a camera with a big lens actually really helps with the content. It's a single made purposeful thing. It's not a multi-purpose thing like your phone, and this really helps just increasing the productivity and your content creativity. Something else that you can do to stay consistent on YouTube, especially when you're doing videos like this in front of the camera and giving people advice, is to mix up your content and do more vlogs and Q&A. Sometimes when I do vlogs, they are so fun to make and also even more fun to edit, and so this kind of breaks up your YouTube pattern. It doesn't feel like you're doing the same job, and it's very tiring over and over again. Also, in addition to vlogs, you can do Q&As where you can ask your Instagram audience or your Twitter audience or whatever audience you have some questions, and there's just the easiest ones. You just reply to those Q&As, you just edit them, and then you just upload. So if you're feeling demotivated, just do some vlogs and Q&As. Essentially, you just have to switch the camera on and the creativity will literally just spark out of you. And the last advice that I would give to stay consistent on YouTube is just to talk about your feelings. Sometimes when you have no content and you're just feeling demotivated and you just don't know what to say, there's always something to say. Just talk about what's going on in your life. Communicate to your audience why you aren't feeling so great and why you'd actually want to not film the kind of videos you're usually filming, and just talk about your feelings. And you know what? It can actually pay off. Sometimes the audience can be very receptive to that. Sometimes the audience is going through the same things as you are. So it actually does help out the audience. And it just makes for great content, and who knows, it might even go viral. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope this video helps someone out there. Consistency is so important on YouTube, and I hope any of you guys who are new YouTubers or even old YouTubers, I guess, take on this advice and comment down below to tell me your best ways to stay consistent on YouTube, or if you're just starting out a YouTube channel, what are your main issues of starting a YouTube channel. I like this video if you liked it, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, thank you for watching.